We are Mavericks, and today we're going to present about developing and managing strategic and integrated marketing channels. The first one is marketing channel and value network. The marketing channel and value network is one of the chief role of marketing channel is to convert potential buyers into profitable customer. The firm's pricing also depends on the selection of the marketing channel, and the choice of the channel depends on the marketing strategy with respect to segmentation, targeting, and positioning. For marketing strategy, we have two types strategy. The first one is push strategy, and the second one is pull strategy. For the push strategy, producer induce the intermediaries to carry, promote, and sell product and service to end users through its sales force, trade, promote, and other. For pull strategy, customer are persuaded through promotional and advertising campaign to demand the product, which includes the intermediary to order it from producer. The difference between push and pull strategy is for the push strategy, the brand loyalty is high, brand selection at the spot, product is an imposed item, and product benefit are well understood. For pull strategy, brand loyalty is high involvement product. Brand distinction is possible and brand selection prior to purchase. Next is value network. It includes three main points. The first one is demand chain planning. When a firm think of market and then design supply chain backwards from market to firm. The second one is value network. It is a system of partnership and alliance that a firm creates to source, augment, and deliver its offering to the end user. And the last one is a value network. It includes firm suppliers, its supplier, its intermediate customer, and the last one is end customer. And my name is Phương Thảo. Next slide gonna present by my friend.
So my name is Trump and I will present the roles of the marketing channels. So next slide, please. So through the context and experience, specialization, scale of operation in intermediaries that make good widely available and accessible to the target market offer more effectiveness and efficiency than the selling firm could achieve on its own. So many producers lack the financial resources and advertise to sell so that they would sell directly on their own rather than through some marketing channels. So next slide, please. So next is about the channel function and flows. So a marketing channel performs the work of the moving good from producer to the consumer. It overcomes the time, place, the possession gaps that separate goods and services from those who need or want them. So for example, the channel would gather information about the potential and current customer, competitors, and other actors and forces in the marketing environment. Or they would place orders with manufacturers. So we can see that channels have a lot of functions that help the manufacturers. So next slide, please. So this is the channel functions and flows. So a manufacturer selling a physical product and services might require three channels: sales channels, delivery channels, and service channels. So all the channel functions use up a lot of scale resources. So in many firms, they can often be performed better through specialization, or otherwise they can be shifted among channel members. So you can see in the figure. So for example, the physical flow, the product would be uh, transferred from the suppliers to the transporter, and finally through a lot of steps to the customers, or the payment flow is from the customer to the banks and then to the suppliers. So next slide, please. So next is about the channel levels. So the producer and the final customer are part of every channel. So a zero channel, or we can call it direct marketing channel, consists of manufacturing selling directly to the final customer. For example, we come to some food manufacturing, we may buy food directly from the one who produce it rather than through a lot of other channels. So next slide, please. All the channels normally describe forward movement of their products from the source of users. So reverse flow channels are also very important beside the direct marketing channels. So uh, it is very important to you reuse the products or containers such as refillable chemical carrying drums, refurbished products for resales, recycle product or export of products and packaging. So for example, there are many grocery store, they collect the containers of the cigarette. So the producer of the cigarette may reuse the containers. So this is the reverse flow channels. So next slide please. Next is about the sector channels, service sector channels. So many of the most successful new banks, insurance, or travel companies in stock brokerage have emerged in strictly or largely online operation. So for example, we have MB Bank. They use the online operation to connect to the students who need to use to open a bank account. Our marketing channels also keep changing for person marketing. So besides providing live and program entertainment, entertainers, musicians, or other artists can reach fans online in many ways through the websites or through the social community like Facebook, Twitter, VLive, or through any other third-party websites. So this is all of my part, and next I would like to invite my friends for the next part.
Hello everyone, my name is Won An, and we will come to the channel design decisions part. The first is analyzing customer needs and wants. Consumer may choose the channels they prefer based on price, product assortment, and convenience, as well as their own shopping goals. Channel segmentation exists, and marketers must be aware that different consumers have different needs during the purchase process. Channels produce five service outputs, that is desire lot, size, waiting, and delivery time, spatial convenience, product variety, and service backup. For establishing objectives and constraints, marketers should state their channel objectives in terms of the service output level they uh, the level they want to provide and the associated costs and support levels. Usually, planners can identify several market segments based on desired service and choose the best channel for each. Channel objectives vary with product characteristics. For example, bulky products such as building materials require channels that minimize shipping distance and handling. Next is identify major channel alternatives. Channel alternatives differ in three ways. The first is types of intermediaries. Some intermediaries, such as wholesalers and retailers, who buy tech title to and resell the merchandise. They are called merchants. Agents, such as brokers, manufacturers, representatives, and sales agents, search for customers and may negotiate on the producer behalf but do not take title to the goods. Or facilitators, transportation companies, independent warehouses, banks, advertising agencies assist in the distribution process, but neither take title nor negotiate purchases or sale. Uh, the second is number of intermediaries. Three strategies based on the number of intermediaries are exclusive, selective, and intensive distribution. Exclusive distribution severely limits the number of intermediaries appropriate when the producer wants more knowledgeable, dedicated resellers. Selective distribution relies on only some of the intermediaries willing to carry a particular product, the company can gain adequate market coverage with more control and less cost than intensive distribution. Intensive distribution places the goods or services in as many outlets as possible. A good strategy for snack foods, soft drinks, newspapers, and gum products consumed by frequently or in a variety of locations. The third is terms and responsibility of channel members. Uh, the main elements in the trade relation mix are price policies, conditions of sales, territorial rights, and specific services to be performed by each party. Price policy calls for the producer to establish the price list and schedule of discounts and allowances that intermediaries see as equitable and sufficient. Conditions of sale are payment terms and producer guarantees. Most producer grant cash discount to distributors for early payment. Uh, they might also offer a guarantee against defective merchandise or price declines, creating an incentive to buy larger quantities. And the next is evaluating major channel alternatives. As you can see on the figure, it shows how 6 different sales channels stack up in terms of the value added per sale and the cost per transaction. And that is my part.
My name is Kim Tuyển and now I will present about channel management decision. Next slide, please. Okay, first of all, we will talk about selecting channel members. To customer the channels at the company, consider the impression customer would give if a product will appear dirty, insufficient, or unpleasant. Producer should determine what characteristics distinguish the better intermediaries. Number of years in business and other lines carry growth and profit record, financial strength, cooperativeness, and service reputation. If the intermediaries are sales agent um, and producer should evaluate the number and character of other lines carry in the size and quality of the sales force. Next slide, please. The training and motivating channel member. A company needs to view its intermediaries the same way it views its end users, determine their needs and wants, and tailoring each channel offering to provide them with superior value. Producers vary greatly in their channel power, the ability, uh, the ability to alter channel member behavior so they can take action they would not have taken otherwise. And most producers see gaining intermediaries cooperation is a huge challenge. In many cases, retailers hold the power, so manufacturers need to know that the acceptance criteria used by retailer buyers and store manager. Next slide, please. Modify channel design in arrangement. A new firm typically starts a local operation selling in a fairly circumscribed market using a few existing intermediaries. Here, the problem is often convince the available intermediary to handle the firm line. If the firm is successful, it may branch into new market with a different channel. However, no channel strategy remains effective over the whole product life cycle. The distribution channel may not work as planned, consumer buying pattern change, and the market expands. New competition arise, innovative distribution channel emerge, and the product move into later stage. Next slide, please. Evaluating channel member. Producer must evaluate intermediary performance against such standard as sale quota attainment, uh, average inventory levels, customer delivery time, treatment of damage and lost goods, uh, cooperation in promotional and training program. Producer should set up functional discount in which they pay specified. And the final one is global channel consideration. International market pose distinct challenge, including variation in customer shopping habits, and they need to gain social acceptance or um, le- legal among them. But opportunity do exist. The first step in global channel planning is to get close to customer, to adapt its clothing line to European taste, and set up a separate design in merchandising unit in London before it opened first store in Europe. Is it on about my part? And now the next part will be presented by my friend.
My name is Kenwin. The next part is about channel integration and system. So first thing is about the vertical marketing system VMS. So with VMS include producer, wholesalers, and retailers acting as a unified system. One member, the channel captains, owns or franchise the orders or has enough power to coordinate. So VMS has become the dominant model of distribution in US consumer marketplace. There are three types of VMS. First thing is the corporate. Corporate VMS combine the successive stage of production and distribution under single ownership. And second is administrator VMS coordinates successive stage of production and distribution through the size and power of one member. And final one is contractual VMS consists of independent firms that own different level of productions and distribution integrating their program on a contractual basis to obtain more economy or scale impact than they could have achieved alone. So next is about the horizontal marketing system. In a HMS, um, two or more unrelated company collaborate to explore the marketing opportunity. Each company lack of resource or expertise to venture alone or is afraid of the risk. The company can work together temporarily or permanently or create a joint venture company. Horizontal marketing systems are used when the company brings something unique to the table. An example of horizontal marketing system is a supermarket chain partnering with a local bank to offer an in-store banking. So next, about the e-commerce and pull-click companies. So pull-click companies are those have launched a website without any previous existence as a firm, and brick and click companies are existing companies that have added an online site or for information or e-commerce. Customer service is critical for blue-click companies, and their website must be fast, simple, and easy to use. The same-day delivery and good return policy are crucial for the e-commerce firm. Ensuring security and privacy online remain important to them. Make the website trustworthy, and the B2B side to make the market more efficient and offer buyers easy access to information. So and the brick and mortar. Next one is the brick and mortar company have added e-commerce channel due to success of online business. Even large company like B&G are selling product online to examine customer habits. Next slide, please. Um, Managing online and offline channel is priority for many firms and marketers offer different product online, offline, higher commission to partner and taking order online and having retailer handling delivery and payment to gain acceptance from intermediaries. Next slide, please. Um, M-commerce is more established and in some part of the world, such as ACR, due to the well-developed mobile infrastructure. Um, Geofencing is a way to target customer with a mobile proportion when they are within a defined geographical space, but privacy concern arise when a company track customer location using GPS technology. So this is the end of my part.
Okay, so my name is Minjang and we'll present the last part, channel conflict, cooperation, and competition. So channel conflict is generated when one channel member's action prevent another channel from achieving its goal. And about the channel coordination, It occurs when channel members are brought together to advance the goals of the channel instead of their own potentially incompatible goals. And next slide. There are three types of conflict: horizontal, vertical, and multi-channel. Horizontal occurs between channel members at the same level. Vertical channel conflict, it occurs between different levels of channel. And the last one is multi-channel. It exists when the manufacturer they establish two or more channels that sell to the same market, and it's likely to be especially intense when the members of one channel get a lower price or work with a lower margin. And about the causes, there are four causes. The first one is goal incompatibility. The manufacturer may want to achieve rapid market penetration through a low price policy, but dealers they prefer to work with high margins for short run profitability. Another cause is unclear roles and rights, including issues of temp temporary, boundary, and credit for sale. A third cause is differences in perception, as when a producer, he or she, is optimistic about the economy and wants the dealer to carry higher inventory, but its dealer are pessimistic. Finally, the channel conflict can emerge from intermediaries' dependence on manufacturer. The last part is how to manage the channel conflict. There are 5 ways: strategic, justification, subordinate goals, deploy exchange, cooperation, legal recourse. And there are also other ways like dual compensation, joint membership, and the last one is diplomacy, mediation, and arbitration when conflict is acute. So that is all about my part.